Well, here we are, Lotharingia, actually not a member of the HRE, surrounded on every side except for the sea, though, and one of them being the Emperor Lothair Carolingian. Not to fear, though, I do believe that they will have a pretty gnarly disaster here very shortly, and that is going to allow us to exploit that. You can see here, prepare for war. All we need is a general and some armies. I think we can manage that. First, let's handle all of these boys. Go with the mill mana and the general. And the Diplo mana. Might as well take some free loans, free enterprise, private trade fleets. We will then sell our titles and then seize some land. We'll get that back before too long. That gives us quite a bit of money to work with here. Our leader is a 354. He's only 34. Swabian culture. I don't think I want to make him a general, so I will spend the mill mana to get a general at 125. Let's get another one here and see kind of what we're working with for that. A 202. So yeah, we're not off to a good start. Regardless, with that money we've got, might as well get some mercs, and maybe we can find one that's got a better general here. A 152 is pretty dang solid. 533 is good as well. Let's go with these guys over here. And on the Diplo front, we kind of have our pick of the litter. I guess we can kind of decide how we want to go about this. I think I'm going to try to make some friends to box in the Emperor. I think that would be intelligent. So let's go ahead and do that. But we're also going to want to do something involving this. So let's go ahead and see if we can make some friends with the electors. That would definitely be good for us. Pick our rivals here. Go with England. Go with Frankia. And then go with Upper Burgundy, since we're going to be looking to do something with them before too long. Our mercs have arrived, so let us prepare for war. 10% morale of armies, and if we wait until the Frankish succession crisis begins, we can get 20% siegeability. So I'm going to hold on to this for just a little bit. Let's turn that army maintenance down just so we're not going to have to pay for it. Turn off our forts, no big deal. We have influenced the electors, giving us a CB on Swabia over here, which would be nice. We can definitely push that as well, though they are part of the Empire, so maybe not. We also have the return of the Hussites, giving us a restoration of union on Bohemia as well. So we're definitely going to need to see what we can do about that. All right, so we're gonna have to go to war with the Emperor here. Okay. Well, they have their disaster here. Let's go ahead and get our armies prepared. I say we just go on in immediately. They've got some allies, but I've got some friends around them that will likely want to join me. And it does look like we will take over the emperorship whenever Lothair dies over here. So that would definitely be good for us. And for some reason, Frankia will not join if I attack these guys. Hold on a minute. So let's see here. I very well may be able to push this CB. Let's take a look. Frankia will join, but they won't join on this one. Interesting. Okay. I will happily call these guys in, offering them land. Sounds good to me. Dijonais is 20 dev. My goodness, sounds good. That's a nice clean stack wipe to start the war. Yeah, they got peasants uprising. Hopefully they lose lots of manpower, weaken themselves. That would be great for us. A 154 air. Ooh, not actually the worst I've ever seen. I think we'll go with it. Sounds good to me. Philippe, how about Lothair? A little bit of disrespect to the Franks. Oh, looks like these guys are actually in a battle with another army. Oh no, it's a unification war. Well, that's actually fine with me. They won't be able to get it so long as we occupy them. So this is actually not a big deal. We've sacked Dijon. All right, sounds good to me. Luxembourg is gonna want out, so I vote we just take all their money. Sounds good to me. Now I promised Mainz land, but he can't actually get mad because he cannot take land in this war. So all is good with that. In order to prevent a coalition, I think I will go ahead and just take this, maybe as much money as they're willing to give. And I think that's totally fine with me. We can yoink that, giving us some development in our capital and making it cheaper to core. We'll come back for the rest of those soon. Well, it looks like Burgundy over here decided they wanted to form Arlay, or however that's pronounced, and I wanted to rival them, so they broke off their alliance with me. We are going to ally Normandy here and see if maybe we can call them in. Looks like they would be interested. This is going to be a slugfest for sure. I'm going to need to probably go over my force limit if I had to guess, but I think we can probably manage it. They've got some debt, which is definitely in our favor. Let's switch our focus over to mill. Should have done that earlier. If we can rush a mill tech, we probably could do something. That'd be nice. Their prestige is bottomed out. It'd be even better if he died and we were able to become the emperor, but we'll see how things go with that. So We'll spend a bit of time microing this just to make sure that we can at least give ourselves the best chance. They have no manpower, man. We may be able to manage this. This would be very tough, but I think we could probably do it. We'd be able to blitz down Holland, and their subjects are all, oh man, yeah, this is gonna be tough. Honestly, the enemy of my enemy would probably be my friend, but I rivaled Andalusia, which may have been a mistake. That will also put me at odds with Cologne, which will hurt my election chances quite a bit. Well, I reckon we need to break off that alliance with Cologne then, so let's go ahead and do that. Not a big deal, because we can probably pick up Lombardy here and see if we could sway them to vote for us instead. Miltech is here. These guys still don't have it. Man, it really would be a good choice for us to go in. Ideally, we'd be able to get Lombardy in as well. Yeah, their numbers are just so big. How do you have so many men in the field, bro? Though the Caliphate here does have some claims on Frankia, it may actually be a good opportunity for us to get in there. Yeah, man, their truce with Andalusia will be up here in November. If Andalusia wants to attack them, then I will happily jump in on that, but they're too strong at the moment. Even with all my friends, and they would still outnumber us almost 2-1. So gonna have to think about that later. A new dynasty succeeds the throne in Byzantium. Very cool. The Nizarids. Yeah, sadly, it's gonna be really hard for me to push these PUs. I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon. Free stability. Say less, fam. I'm in. Mine's is playing hardball, man. They just do not want to vote for me. It looks like Andalusia's having their own issues over here. Golly. The Renaissance, very nice. Let's invest a little bit of money. See if we can maybe boost up our income a bit over here. That would always be nice. Let's get our army grouped up and get them drilling. I think that might be a good call. Yeah, I can't even declare war on my rival because Frankia is going to join. This is annoying. I'm going to improve with Andalusia. I don't think I'll be able to yank them from being my rival. Oh no, they rivaled me. Damn. Okay, well, I'm going to see if I can improve relations with them. So we've got a crusade against Sicily, which is down here in the south of Italy. And we are no longer receiving the votes of anybody except for Lotharingia, or Lombardy rather. They're the only ones voting for us. You know, they have 63,000 manpower. Why? Why do they have so much manpower? No, they finished their succession crisis as well. Oh, yeah. Hey, we are so much for that. Frankia sucks to suck, man. Feels good. This is why you play the Diplo game. Well, I think that instantly makes this quite a bit easier for us. Let's go ahead and get a subjugating, yeah? The fate of Frankia, huh? The fate of Frankia Imperial Incident. Well, let's take a look at this. We can expel them, or we can integrate them. I vote we kick them out. I definitely vote we kick them out. The War of Frankia and the Empire. Heck yeah, bro. Let's kick them out. Get them out of here. Of course, my friend of mine's is now at war with me. That's no fun. I will make them be my friend by force. These guys don't have any friends either. I reckon we'll be able to PU them, but we're gonna have to be careful because this PU is gonna already cost us quite a bit. Oh, this is a subjugation war. I'm making them a regular vassal? Yeah, this is unreasonable. I can't actually do that. I literally can't do that. What is this? Okay, man. Well, that's pretty lame. What if I were to vassalize them and then have them release some nations? That would actually be much more reasonable. Cost me a bit of Diplo, but I think that is reasonable to do. I think this one will be the one. This is the move. I would really rather you do not siege down my forts. That would be less than ideal, my friends. And here we have it. We have expelled them from the Federation, the Empire here. We gain 200 prestige and legitimacy. We gain crazy imperial authority growth and reasons to elect. But we also are going to be getting attacked by Frankia. Well, now things are getting a little interesting here. This war is actually quite big. Okay, man. Oh my gosh, more people are joining. Okay, this is huge, actually. We'll see if we can get this war over with. Being involved in another war at the same time is definitely not ideal. War for the Imperial Throne. The war goes to take my capital, so obviously we're going to have to prevent that if at all possible. There's so many of them, it's actually insane. Got to see if we can find some small catches here and there. The more people that we can wipe out of the war, the better. Meanwhile, we are doing okay, I guess. But the title is hereditary? Did I miss that? I must have missed that. Oh my gosh. That is quite powerful. Okay. This war is so big. That's actually crazy, dude. See if we can relieve our friends down here. Again, any of these good fights you can take, that may even be a wipe. You got to be taking those. Make sure that their losses are as heavy as possible. That's another wipe. Goodbye. And this one should be yet another one. Very good. They've got a lot of men, but they're also taking very bad battles. Big old Frankia stack over here. 62,000 manpower, by the way. Reasonable. They're just like funneling a bunch of men in over here. We gotta take some fights over here if we can. Oh yeah, I don't think I win this battle though. My goodness. Let's get out of there. Though their losses are very heavy. Yeah, we're getting flooded a bit now. We're definitely getting flooded a bit. Some of my friends not doing too good. Normandy and Brittany have been getting punched pretty hard by the Franks, but we'll see how we can manage. Let's see if we can take a battle over here. Get rid of some of the Dutch. Oh my gosh, the stack wipes are actually just unreal. Take every single good battle that I can find, though I don't think this is a good battle for me. I don't think I win this one. Ay. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. They've just got way too many men. Here we go. Finally, we can get this one done. That is nice. They will be my good little loyal subject here. Let's see what we can do down here. Get these guys off of that fort there. Any of these battles, those are always just so good for us. Bohemia might be willing to peace out shortly if they get a couple of occupations. That would be a nice little boon for us. But honestly, it's mostly just Frankia. Frankia is very, very powerful. It's kind of crazy how strong they are. More Steckenweipen, hopefully. Though they are getting some reinforcements, so maybe not. Just kidding, the Franks are here, and they will clap my butt cheeks. They've lost so many men, and they just still have so much more to go. Oh, luckily we have ticking war score, so that's something we have going for us. Also, Bohemia wants out, so I will just white piece them. Sounds good. Anything we can do to lower the numbers, that's what we want to do. Yep, Normandy went out, and they actually gave them a ton of land. I imagine Brittany's going to do something very similar. Taking more good battles from our friends over here who are popping little men out, and then they're just getting wiped. Easy enough. That's another good battle for us, I reckon. So many stack wipes. Almost 250,000 men have fallen, and the numbers are actually finally in our direction. Let's go ahead and keep white piecing people out. Just keep doing it over and over again. Dresden over here will actually give me war reps, so that would be good. Still crazy. Oh my gosh, I love this. Bamberg, goodbye. Liège, we may be able to get out, so let's go ahead and do that as well. Franconia wants out. That is definitely good for us. Hesse, goodbye. Brabant, goodbye. Slowly but surely, I do think it is going in our direction. Let's see if we can siege down Paris. I can do that. Oh yeah, Friesland and Gelre, go ahead and get out of here. Numbers are precipitously dropping in our favor. Holland wants out. Goodbye. Yep, I think this is a wrap. People are white piecing out on our side as well, though. Can't be counting our eggs before they've hatched, or chickens before they hatch, whatever the phrase is. But once we take Paris, I think it's over. Noble Castle Rights is actually probably good for us. As kind of cringe as that is, I think it's actually going to be really helpful for us. Fortress Netherlands, only not the Netherlands. We've won the siege of Paris. Very nice. Let's do a bit of a carpet sieging, y'all. Liège wants out. I could actually possibly vassalize them. Nope, just kidding. I'll take their money instead then. Goodbye. Let's go see if we can get these guys out of the war. There we go. And now it's basically just us versus them. They still have a lot of men going on. We might be able to bankrupt them. That'd be good. They've got 6 loans. I have 7. But I'm winning the war and they're not. Croatia is the new Pope man. Very good. Oh, looks like they're actually paying off their loans. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. So I'm the emperor, but I'm not a member of the HRE. That's kind of weird. Okay, so we can enforce this piece here. I could take some land, but I think it would probably be better for me to just take the money. I'll get all of it, and that'll allow me to pay off a bit of our loans. And it will also give them some issues. Frankia will actually have to release all of their subjects, so it's actually better than I thought. And it looks like they're actually going to be dismantled. Okay. Let's make some friends down here, yeah? Looks like we need an elector, so let's find a good one. How about our newfound friends over here in Gascony? What about these guys down here, huh? How about you? I'll take on your debt if that will improve your opinion of me. I could get a PU over here on these guys, and I think I will do that. I'll be able to call in Styria, so that would be pretty straightforward. They are heretics as well, so it should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead. Return of the Hussites. Hi-ho, silver, away! Let's go ahead and take out one small loan that will allow us to embrace this institution. That'll allow us to take Miltech here for that extra tactics, which we will then be able to use to beat the tar out of some of these guys. Go ahead and give me all your money. And then we get on to Prague. Easy peasy. First idea group. I don't know, actually. I didn't really think much about it. Definitely could go with Imperial ideas. That would be, you know, solid if we want to go the Imperial route. I'm not opposed to it. So Might as well just do it. Sounds good to me. A union with these guys is doable. Won't even give us a coalition. Well, at least not one that I'd be fearful of. No reason to take this ahead of time, so let's just go ahead and start working down our idea group. Let's come on down here and beat them up a little bit. There you go. Goodbye. There we go. That will also allow us to take all of their money to repay our loans, as well as keep them nice and weak. That way they won't be wanting to rise up against us. The Lion's Throne, because they are a subject of us, we will get 25 mana of each type because we already have 100 prestige, Diplo rep, as well as Liberty Desire from subjects development, and then some more claims. Sounds good. They are subjects, so they will instantly lose Liberty Desire, which is wonderful. Our guy's a little old, so we're going to need to make it a point to get those relationships improved. I think we can manage. Let's do a bit of development. We've got plenty of manpower to or mill mana to spare, so we can do a little bit of that. By the way, casual 63,000 force limit. I think we can do that. So we're going to do a bit of florinomics here. I'm going to pay off these small 1% loans. That will allow me to retake them immediately. Actually, I think I missed one. Yep, missed one. There you go. And that will get rid of that, which will allow us to go re-indebted to them with bigger loans to then pay off the 4% loans. And that is how you minimize your interest and maximize gains. And then sometimes you got to buy down your inflation. It's okay. Go ahead and start building some buildings here, trying to get a little bit of income going on. We need to push our claims over here, and I think we can probably get working on that, though England might be a problem. Normandy is a one province minor over here on the island. I don't think we're going to need that alliance anymore, man. Though they would actually accept vassalization, so maybe I shouldn't have broken off that alliance. Golly, let's go ahead and actually see if we can go for that, because it's quite a bit of reconquest we could be doing. Oh, my heir dies. Nuh-uh. Oh, give me a break. We can go with strong duchies since we've got a personal union and a vassal. They updated that before, I believe. Take on their debt. I think they're going to like me a little bit. And that is an easy vassalization for those guys, so sounds good to me. These guys are independent. They're allied with Frankia. These guys are allied to like everybody and their brother, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, England is going to be a problem, I think. So if we push for Aachen, we can move our capital over there eventually. And we definitely want to take Calais eventually. And Swabia. 352 Charles. Okay. So, yeah, we're doing okay. Number 6 great power. I can definitely live with those numbers. Though our immediate rival here is going to be England, who is the number 1 great power. Though they aren't actually that far ahead of me once everyone else embraces institution. Brittany has been attacked for a province that I would like to have. We have a royal marriage with them, but I think we can probably just reconquest. So we're going to have to rush over there. We want to get there before the English, and it looks like we did not complete that objective. That's unfortunate. So we got these two. If I were to accept this, I would actually be in a defensive war against these guys, which would call in Gascony and Styria, and probably not their friend. Man, I'm tempted. I am tempted. Let's Leroy Jenkins it here and see how things go. There we go. And that puts me in a defensive war against these guys with a better general as well, though they actually just completely bonked my armies. Okay, let's see how things go with this. Styria does not want to join because they are war exhausted, but if I ask them to trust me a little bit more, they should join easy enough. Oh, just kidding. Attitude towards enemies and occupied and besieged provinces. There you go. So yeah, numbers are not looking too hot, though I am in fact the emperor of the HRE, and I think we can probably do something here. Let's go ahead and sell some titles. I hate to do it, but if it's gonna let me get more mercs, might as well do it. 152. I suppose you will do all right here. Get him up with the rest of our army, and we will hopefully not die. If we can get over here and catch this 11 stack, that actually is a big boon for us, and it gives us the war goal. So in this war, I may actually be able to take Calais, which would be like best case scenario. Oh yeah, we love the stack and wiping. Oh yeah. Hey, Styria wants to join. Heck yeah, bro. Welcome. Numbers looking quite a bit better now. This is like their whole army over here, just running around. England is being so silly. Yeah, I think this army's trapped down here. I'm pretty sure this is like their whole army as well. Most of it. Well, they're gone. Yeah, I think the numbers are in our favor. Looks like we'll be able to pass a reform here once we get out of this blasted war. Expand the royal courts, a little bit of estate influence, but the major one, or reform progress growth, which we definitely could use. Let's just march around here and see if we can get onto their capital. It's quite a bit of AE, but I think I can actually eat that AE, not a problem. These guys are a vassal of Frankia. So we're gonna have to go to war with Frankia again before too long. Not a big deal. Production buildings, yes please. We'll get the money back and we'll repay our loans, no big deal. Let's get them Jones out this war. Lots of money for us, and basically all of it will go to us. That is wonderful. Again, coalition, not anything I'm worried about. That will allow us to do a bit of a yoink here. Maybe not necessary, but that's fine. Somewhere along the line, England picked up 1,000 troops. This game is absolutely wild. Wild, wild, wild. Get us some Imperial Authority growth, Diplo rep, as well as some chance of new heir. You love to see it. And we might as well, just to get out of this war. That is a bit more AE for us, but I'm not really too fussed about it. I don't think a coalition is going to be a problem for us. We've recovered Calais, which will culture convert it, as well as change its trade good to cloth and give us a center of trade upgrade over there, which is wonderful. That actually puts us one step closer to getting this age objective here. Once we develop up our capital a bit, we'll be able to pop that golden era. And I love golden eras. Take a look at that. We'll repay all of our loans, and we still have 600 to spare. Lovely. We invest. Spend money, make money. Brittany wants to be a march. Sure, I guess. Probably should pass a reform or two, huh? Since I am the emperor of the HRE and all that. Might as well spend a little bit of our stuff on Imperial Grace just to make sure everybody likes us a little bit, especially the electors. That's very important. Since they are the ones who are voting for me, I should probably make sure they like me. Lombardy would actually be my friend as well, so I should probably pick them back up. And let's go ahead and pass that reform. Very good. Castilian separatists, huh? Very good. Got some extra mill mana, so let's go ahead and get up here, so that way we can do that. Then we just need one more core with a level 3, which we can probably do that here once we have the money, and that will allow us to pop our golden era, which is going to be really helpful for beating up these guys who we have a truce up with next month. Where you can see numbers are fairly even, though I reckon Lombardy and these guys would join eventually. You owe me lots of favors. I definitely think that you can be influenced to trust me a little bit more. These guys have a couple of cores we're going to need to get. Let's go ahead and send some insults out. Make sure that these guys know that I do not like them, and in fact intend to attack them. So let's go ahead and do that. Call Styria in, that way they can beat up on Bavaria on my behalf. All should be well with that. And we'll do the same thing over here for a reconquest, and I will call in Styria. No big deal. Yo, what's going on with this? How are you guys getting ganged up on like that? Bavaria just throwing hands. Absolutely throwing hands. Let's see if we can break up these guys over here. My goodness. So I think our best bet is going to be to separate piece people out. Baden over here is would actually be a good candidate for me to take, but I'm going to be a little smarter about my AE distribution here. Same thing, just piece everyone out, take all their money. There you go. Memmingen will be annexed. Oh, hello there. 1,000 manpower at 30. What? That is a lot of Imperial Authority. Yes, sounds good. Heck yeah. And on the yearly tick, we'll take Mill Tech and get our innovativeness. Life is good. And there we go. That's one more. Again, coalition is nothing. Let's take this Mill Tech for just a little over base cost. That will allow us to unlock cannons, get that value cannon. Very important. Looking to go to war over here. I reckon we can make this happen, especially if Styria wants to join, and I would love for these guys to join as well. Let's go ahead and max out our trust with these guys. That will make them be much more excited to join us in wars. I'd love for Lombardy to join, but this attitude towards enemies is a bit of a problem. I tell you guys, you do not like them anymore. I wonder if they would actually join. They would. So these guys won't now. All right, man. Well, I think for this one, we're going to reconquest a bunch of our lands. I think that is going to be smart, and then we'll come back for a regular conquest here later. Oh, okay. So it looks like the Andalusian conquest of some land down here is going on as well. Very good. You love to see that. Get my value cannon over on the siege there. Got to make sure you're getting your value cannon involved always. And let's take a good battle over here with a no general stack. I love the Vassal Swarm, man. I love it so much. So Luzo wants out. I will go ahead and take all of your money. Liège is in this war as well, so I guess I might as well go get them out. Let's go ahead and go with some AE impact. Always a good choice. Gonna need to wait for them to get out, because these two provinces I cannot give due to occupations from the enemy. So I will annex Nevers. That will go into my lands. Liège, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Very nice. We actually are the papal controller as well. Well, that's going to give us an extra 20%, at least it's in vanilla, 20% AE impact, and some dev costs. Heck yeah. And there we go for some reason, these provinces are both not occupied by them. That's strange. Okay. Either way, let's go ahead and give over my cores to my subjects there. Look at that, 11 AE. That's quite reasonable, I think. Cost me a little Diplo if I want to take some land over here, but I might as well do it. And just like that, oh my gosh, France is not looking good. Frankia, rather, Yellow France. We have claimed Upper Burgundy, giving us some Diplo mana, which is nice because I need that for my idea group, as well as a ton of claims over here. Let's start annexing these boys over here. I didn't plan to go Vassal Swarm, but I definitely seem to be doing something similar. These guys have all of their cores as well, so let's go ahead and integrate them. And since we're doing that, we might as well go with our integration policy. Not worried about anybody being disloyal, that's for sure. Brabant over here got lots of land that they're taking that they should not have. And somehow I lost another elector. I didn't even realize it. Hey, Gascony, you want to be an elector? Sounds good. That'll help us out as well as help out Imperial Authority here. We'll be able to pass this second one here before too long. Looks like Ragusa joined as well. That's kind of strange. And I immediately lost my Holy See. That is so unfortunate. We just got it. We will continue building the buildings. -1 because I actually want to upgrade this to a level 2. I already did the development, so we need to upgrade you to level 2 here. And that will allow us to pop our golden era, which is going to be really useful. I'll hold off because we don't really need it quite yet, but I'll take it right before we're about to spend some mana. Oh, hello there. Hello, 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 hello. We have a new nation that has popped out, and I will immediately attack you because I have claims on all of your lands. Sadly, it does mean that I will be at odds with my friend of Gascony. However, I may be able to break their alliance. Absolutely. Heck yeah, bro. Well, goodbye. You are the weakest link. That is very fortunate for us. Now we're gonna have to keep an eye on that AE. That might be a little challenging. Reasonable, I think. Go ahead and do that. It's also gonna be nice because it'll link up our lands over here. So we are definitely in a good spot. And now Frankia is the Pope. Why do we have so many popes dying in such a short period of time? Looks like people are getting a little antsy about us. I would love for you guys to vote for me, or to vote for our reform here. That would be nice. Oh, it's because I'm overextended. Yeah. That'll go away soon. Economy is definitely on the up and up. Styria is allies with these guys. Can I get you guys to like not be friends with them? Not with that, but maybe with favors. Very good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I would love to get these lands for my subjects. Lombardy would join. Sounds good. Come on in. Oh, hey, I actually just integrated them during the war. Right, I forgot about that. Now I bet I gotta spend Diplo on it. Yeah, just a little bit though. This is actually reasonable. Could try to fish that gold mine. That could be a good call. For now, I think you guys know the drill. We're going to take all of their money and all of their, income. Everything that we can, at least. We are maxed out on mill. Yikes. Well, I think we're going to need to do some development because I am not going to be taking tech that far ahead of time. A little bit of manpower dev. Oh, lordy. Look how cheap it is, too. The lowlands is just so nice for development. There you go. Goodbye. And once we take their capital over here, we will annex them. Coalition is negligible, I think. That is all fine and dandy. I now need to find a way to get to war with these 2 free cities. Both of them are going to be a problem, I think. Though Constanza can go to war with Frankia, though. But now our lands touch up very nicely, so that's good. And we're only 40 years in. Right, and I'm overextended again, so I can't pass my my reform. This is getting to be a little bit annoying. So these guys are allied to Mainz, Tyrol, and then Franconia would be a good target for us. Let's go ahead and get some claims on them. Because I just want to annex Constanz, and they're only a couple of development, so I think I can probably do that. Make sure that you keep that autonomy nice and low. Very important for your economy. You know what they say, want to fix your economy? Fix your autonomy. What is this? Looks like, oh my gosh, Frankia, not feeling too good. That's a thing. Okay, well, it looks like it's time for us to go to war with these guys yet again. This time we're going to take Picardy, and that will be fine with me. I'll just beeline it down here, siege down these Johns, no problem. We are dead, and the Emperor is dead. Long live the Emperor. We are up to 74 because for some reason I just cannot get a reform passed. But our heir is an 035, not the best, a 352, but he's strict, so we'll take what we can get. Dutch regiments, land fire damage 10%, just flat 10%. That's pretty solid. Manpower, recovery speed. Then we have the vanilla ones, the reinforced speed and cost. Let's go ahead and take that fire damage. The more casualties we can inflict, the better. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, hello there. We've got a couple new tags. Don't mind me. I'm just going to, you know, try to declare war on you very quickly. These guys, I actually just want to piece them out separately, but I will take as much money from them as humanly possible, just because, you know, it's always a good thing. Best practices and all that. Much better. They're not willing to give us everything, but that is totally fine. Yeah, these guys are not going to make enough friends to justify me being afraid of them, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Diplo-free policy, very nice. Improve relations, 35%, happily. Let's go ahead and pop that golden era so we can take this technology here. We are very far ahead of time on mill, or at least we will be, so let's go ahead and pick a mill idea group. Quality gives another Imperial Authority modifier, so let's just go ahead and go with quality since we're working on that. Might as well just take some infantry combat ability as well. That's going to give us 15% morale, and we'll still be able to take this on time. No worries. We don't have any special ones, so I guess we'll just continue to go through the regular ones over here. Got a claim over here, so let's do that and then declare this war post haste. No allies, no problem. And then the same thing with these guys. They would accept vassalization, but I'm not too fussed about it. I'm just gonna attack them. Luxembourg will join them, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be much of a hassle for us. I think we just take them out. It's a lot of war, lots of war. I guess I should stop doing this if I want to pass reforms. I really will need to do that eventually. All right, let's annex you boys. A little bit of an aggressive expansion, but ain't nothing but a thing. Luxembourg. Actually, I do need this province eventually, so let's not do anything with them. We'll just white peace them and then attack them in a couple of years. But you guys, not so lucky. A little bit of an aggressive expansion. Still don't care. I actually really don't care. The coalition could grow a bit. Perhaps it would be best for me to preempt it. So let's go ahead and just attack these guys. I don't actually intend to take anything from them. I just want to, you know, beat up on them and get them out of our coalition. I don't think I want the British over here sieging down my stuff, though I guess they're not British. They're Anglo-Saxons. I don't know. Meanwhile, their friends up here, they're going to want out. That's totally fine. Take that technology. Always keeping it 100. Meanwhile, my subject over here is getting beat up on. And Gascony is going to war with Andalusia. Yikes. It would just be us and them. Yeah, I'm going to decline that. Sorry, friends. Yeah. I can't do it, man. Let's take Picardy. I don't care about the AE, to be honest with you, and the money is going to be very helpful as well. This war over here should just be literally me, you know, sitting on their capital and sieging them down. No big deal. Once we get rid of our overextension and improved relations with a couple of people in the empire, I think we'll be good to go. Oh, yo. Okay. Yep. Andalusia annexed some Gascon lands. You'll have that. Our truce with these guys is up in just 2 years. That will be an easy clap for us. Yeah, these guys are relentless. They're just trying to siege down everything. Yeah, I don't think so, though. Goodbye. That is a stack wipe. And then their friends should want out of the war before too long. And goodbye. And goodbye. Easy peasy. Again, this war is actually not for anything other than just to get them out of our coalition, to keep it from forming. Our truce with Paris, or with France rather, is up. I'm going to go ahead and attack them. But first, I want to pass this reform. It does look like we are definitely struggling with imperial authority growth here, mostly because we, again, lost another elector. So let's go ahead and just take all their money. This is fine with me. And that is going to make sure that we cannot get a bigger coalition than we already have. We can't actually pass this reform, which is great. We have a little bit of extra. So let's go ahead and make sure that the people that are in our coalition, or people that are voting, rather, will vote for us. Though these guys I don't care about because I'm going to annex them before too long. But the other guys, I should probably make sure that they like me. As far as possible electors, it doesn't actually matter to me a whole lot. Ideally, it'll be people that are like far away from me and I don't need to worry about them because those are the ones who I would prefer to have around. Saxon, you want to be an elector? Sounds good, man. Have at it. Now we get an extra diplomat, and then unrest reduction, which is awesome. And our chance here to take Constance is going to be a little painful, but I'll just call my friends in and then I won't actually need to do anything. Life is good. They are always just swarming my subject, dude. Bohemia gets full occupied in every single war, I'm convinced. And we're going to need this eventually here, so we might as well declare, but let's see how much that's going to cost us. Yeah, we might need to lay low for a little bit. Reformation still isn't here, so we don't need to worry too much about piecing people out. We're going to annex you guys. AE's up there, but reasonable, to be honest with you. And the same as usual, all the money, transfer trade power, and war reps. With that, we have claimed Swabia, gaining us some legitimacy, which is fine. Autonomy change, which is nice. and then more claims, which is on lands that I actually have already occupied. So I'm very well may be able to take quite a bit in this war. A little bit of a coalition, so perhaps not. Maybe we'll come back to this later. Yeah, I'll come back to this later, but I'll at least take all their money. Sounds good to me. We're up to 20% trade power up here, making a decent amount of money. It may be in my best interest to move my trade capital up here to like Calais. So let's go ahead and do that. And then that will allow us to steer from here rather than collect over there. It may not be as good right now. 17 is probably going to go down a little bit, but that does give us a ton of trade power up here, which we can then, you know, invest into getting more. Brittany definitely should be giving me their trade power. They've got this trade center over here, so that's great. We can afford this as well. So let's go ahead and put you guys on local dev costs, get some good production over there, and upgrade that. And that right there, we will go over the 17 now. We're making more money. Very good. And remember, the more money we make up here, the less money these guys are making. That's how that works. These guys are absolutely massive. That's crazy. Explode quantity, huh? All right. Continue building production buildings. Makes our production development that much more efficient. And this one is cloth as well, so we might as well actually just develop the crap out of this land. We are very far ahead of time on Diplo. Not so much for mill, but I'm willing to do a couple of dev clicks over here if it means that I can get this up to 25 and get another level 3 center of trade. That will be good. Let's go ahead and clean up these borders over here. Definitely need to be doing that. Paris was won instantly because of the rebels that were going on over there, which is great. I will hopefully just annex these guys. That would be great. But these guys are insisting that we occupy them, so let's go ahead and do that. And of course, Bohemia getting the occupation treatment like you do. Colonialism is here. Very good. More construction cost is always nice as well. Make sure we are stacking up those buildings. You guys are out. You know the drill. And that is a full annex of these Johns, the former Emperor of the HRE, gone in 50 years. Lovely. Empire's downfall gives us 150 diplomana that we can then use for more development. Turn the tide, which is we have more dev than Frankia. That is definitely a thing. And then every subject of them will become vassals of us. Sadly, we can't be doing that because they don't have any vassals because they don't exist. Regardless, we will gain some liberty desire from subjects development, nobility equilibrium, and then permanent claim on the France region, which is pretty good. We are the Emperor, which will give us 25 AE with all countries in the HRE, which is pretty good. I'm going to have good advantage of that. We also get 10% IA growth and a level 3 statesman for 65% off. Say less, fam. I'm in. Oh, it's so good. So cheap. Oh, yeah. With that AE reduction, we are definitely good to get to let the dominoes fall. Another one falls. More money for me. Absolutely. One more. I will always take it. And that is a no coalition for annexing a member of the HRE, though they are an elector, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Go ahead and grant somebody over here. Sounds good, man. Anything we can do to make sure that people like us, I will do that. Aachen is allied to Luxembourg. That may be my only real chance to get over there. Sure things. I'll even call in my friends. How about it? Let's also go ahead and go to war with these guys. Mines will not be able to join because they are my friend. And that will allow us to annex Jülich here, which will allow us to annex hopefully all of this, but we'll see how our AE is going to allow that. Another war with Liège, another peace deal. We have 100% over here. Let's take Jülich. That is what we need for that. Now, this one here is going to be a bit more AE, so I don't think we're going to be able to take both of them. But what I will probably try to do is at least take this. Let's separate piece everyone out to minimize our risk of a coalition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate piece these guys to annex them. That is going to give me a bit more time to white piece these guys. And then we can also go with the Imperial capital, allowing us to unlock a decision to move our capital if we want to, as well as North Rhine area. And we are the Emperor of the HRE, upgrading the guy over here. Where are we at? Right here to 1. Very cool. We very well may be able to annex these guys. We just need to wait a couple of years, but I think I'm just going to white piece them. I think that's better. And now taking a look at who could join my coalition, I definitely think it is best for us to try to preempt it at least a little bit. Some of these guys like me enough that they won't join, which is definitely good. And if they have crosses over them, it means they can't because they have a truce. So realistically, we're probably okay. Now we just need to save up the man at a quartal. And even after all of that, we are still holding steady on the HRE emperorship, so love to see that. We have an extra Diplo slot, so I'm going to go ahead and ally Trent. That will allow me to make sure that we keep them happy with us. We got a trader for half off. It's going to cost a little bit more. We actually have 2 of them. Interesting. But yeah, that's going to be very good for us. Safe to say we're good on this. I'm going to switch over to a mill focus. Admin tech cost and clergy influence. Yes, please. Let's upgrade this center of trade over here. 21 quickly changes into 23. And boom, we're making 23 ducats a month. And lads, there is still quite a bit left. But if you're going to want to see that, you're going to have to leave a like on the video. And we're going to continue this in the next one. If we get at least 500 likes on this video, we'll get a part 2 here in just a few days. And if you want to see more Ante Bellum, that is a great way to show it. If you also enjoy the series and you want to see more stuff like this in the future, make sure you subscribe if you aren't already, because you're going to miss out on a lot if you aren't. And leave a comment down below if you got another mod you want me to showcase here on the channel. And I appreciate you making it to the end. See you in the next one.